Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I hope you're doing really well. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to do a reading for Maritza Cartagena. She wants to know, she's saying it has been reported that Don Jr. and Ivanka both have testified in the New York civil trial but never took the fifth. Yeah, that's right, at least that's what I read too. She wants to know, have both or any one of the spawns given information, maybe without their knowing, being that they are all such geniuses. Love your sense of humor. And she's saying, I continue to hear their own words will betray them. It's usually how it goes. Yeah. So, okay, let me bring the camera down over my table and let's see what comes through here. Good question. Hold on. Okay, so I'm using the Visions of Life Tarot by Taroko Studio. And let me get tuned into the question here with the cards. So I was reading the other day, and I think I made a mistake in the past. I thought that Eric wasn't involved with the organization, but it turns out he was. He's like one of the lieutenants or something. And I was reading that they had deposed him, or he had gone in for the deposition in October of 2020. But I don't think he pled the fifth. Now, Trump just pled the fifth this morning. But it's absolutely true, Maritza, that I've read the same thing, that Don Jr. and Ivanka testified, and they did not take the fifth. So, yeah, so have both or any one of the spawns given information. Ooh, this one's popping up. Maybe without their knowing. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. And what's their biggest challenge? Well, here, I'll just draw from a spread from now on. Okay, so their biggest challenge. So this would be the forces in motion. Their biggest challenge. Ooh, the rivalry between each other. And to maybe keep their mouth shut without having to be on top of each other. Wow. And having the rug pulled out from under them, of course. You know, we can see with the image here. The harvest time, Seven of Pentacles, is all about investments. Interesting. Okay. So, let's do 5 cards here. Six of Swords. Seven of Wands. Page of Wands. That has to do with talking, spilling your brains there. The Hierophant, interesting. Or Hierophant, what am I saying? The Hangman. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here with these cards, what I'm sensing is that yeah, so here's with their biggest challenge needing to stick together. I don't think that they did. I think that they don't care about each other. They were just going for, what could save their own butt. But then again, Eric going in there 2 years ago, close to 2, next couple months from now it'll be 2 years, and not saying anything. Pushed it onto Don Jr., of course, and Ivanka. So, but the situation is, what does Letitia James actually have? Because she's definitely invested a whole lot of time. But then again, if I forget the meanings of the Seven of Pentacles and just go with that image on the card, I mean, dang, look at that. The situation is a huge tomato out of the sky that they can't, that's just gonna, crush them. I mean, look at this guy. That looks pretty awful. So, okay, but what else is going on here with the Six of Swords? This is what I get often with using other decks like the Kipper or Lenormand, where I get the feeling like they're wanting to get away to another country. Because the Six of Swords is all about movement, movement out of troubled water into more peaceful times. And of course, with the action card here, with the Seven of Wands, it's like, yeah, you're going for it. I think they kind of took some bait because, again, if we just forget about the meanings of the cards here and just go with the images, somebody took some bait and said something to cover their own ass, and somebody spilled what they had in their heads without needing to, probably, but they did. And now they're in this place. So we're looking at these two cards down here controlling things, but then these are showing the story, right? Like major story going on here. So with the Hanged Man, they're tied to the family tree, and we all know that the apple doesn't usually fall too far from the tree unless you do a lot of healing work and break away. They haven't done that. So now they're totally carrying we could change this around into like the big Trump brand, and they're carrying that around their necks. They have the weight of that burden, and they're stuck there, and they're waiting. They're waiting to find out what's going to happen. Let's see what was at the bottom for the heck of it. Miser and Wisdom. Yeah, well, of course, they're trying to just hold on to all the money they can. This is the way their brains work right here. That's all they think about. Wow. And they do know how to, they do have some wisdom around that. Interesting. Okay, well, that's all I have there. So I do think that they did give up something, Maritza. So thank you for the excellent question. And, well, wait, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I can figure out who it was. I kind of feel, so that's the Tower. That's the Tower card. I kind of wonder, yeah, there's a Tower, there's Temperance, trying to balance things out. I kind of feel like it might be Ivanka. But then again, Don Jr. is just as dumb. And this is the Magician, but ingenuity, right? I mean, Ivanka, I think, is much smarter than Don Jr. But what I was starting to say is that Ivanka is the one that that had a relationship with Deutsche Bank, if you remember, a while back. And they had loans, like more than $300 million loan out to Deutsche Bank, and she was like the interface, the intermediary. So I'm thinking she might be at a little more risk, but Don Jr.'s dumb enough to. I mean, this could also be, looking at this here, this could also be just him, just the way he kind of blows his brains out using coke all the time, right? And this could be Ivanka, who took some bait because she's at such a great risk. Wow, interesting. So, and I understand one is a civil suit, which is the one by Letitia James, and then there's another criminal suit. And of course, we know that, what's his name, Weiselberg, he pled the fifth too. But I thought he had something go down on him already. Then again, probably not, because this whole thing could go to, well, it would have to go to a trial. But Trump could Trump could, could appeal it. It could go to an appellate court, and then it could end up going to the Supreme Court for New York, right? New York State Supreme Court. So we're looking at a long time down the line. And maybe this is him in bed. Maybe I should let go of that Six of Swords meaning right here, and like, this could be him that ill. Woo! All right. Okay. Anyway, thanks so much, you guys. I'll be back soon. Bye.